Aries, Aries, Aries. Are you ready to go? Get going. Someone is eager or Igor or Egger. Eager to get going. You could be eating a lot of eggs for a lot of you, and you're just eating eggs quite a lot. Scrambled eggs and bacon. Anyway, yeah, you could be dealing with the police force for a lot of you. That would also be bacon, unless you come from London. But I keep hearing eggs and bakey. Anyway, so wakey with eggs and bakey. Anyway, Aries, how you doing? So you can watch this as an Aries, a Scorpio, or a life path 4. Because on the top of an Aries card is a 4, and that is also a Scorpio, major arcana. So let's see what you've got coming up for your March 2023 for Aries, what they got coming up. So you got the 10 of Swords, Aries. I will put the camera down eventually. I will put the baby down eventually. Someone is their grandmother. Someone's with their grandmother and their baby. Okay, and I will put the baby down eventually. With the name Lee, Laura, Lucifer, a Capricorn, Linda, Belinda Carlisle. Honey, leave the light on for me. So the name Honey. I'll be there before you close the door to give you all the love that you need. Leave the light on. Could be doing the lie on, a Leo. Let's see, but that would also be Aquarius as well, though, if it's 8. Anyway, let's see, Aries, what they got coming up for March 2023. So you got the World. I don't know if this is a new... I think it's a new beginning. I don't actually think that it's an ending. I think that a lot of people have been considering travelling, maybe a long-distance relationship. It's either the beginning of a new one and the end of an old one. This is complete ending a cycle. Completely. This is Michael, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, Jeff. My name is Jeff and Steph. The Jeffster. But yeah, long distance relationship, long calls, long travel. If your partner works for a living, they travel. Okay. Some of you are considering just traveling, long distance relationship. Okay. And it's a new beginning, fresh start on my own. Or I've met someone and I'm having a new beginning with them. Okay. Start as we mean to go on. Let's see. Donna, Danielle, Danny Glover, Life Path 7. Let's see. Aries, what they got coming up for March 2023. So you got an esoteric spiritual tarot card reader, working on projects, looking for work. Someone could here be like, this is where I send out a load of CVs online. Themarket.com, that definitely came up in the last reading that I did was Aquarius. So if any of Aquarian, Leo placements, Scorpio, you or your partner are relating to this reading where someone is sending out CVs, or Stevie or Stephen, that's me, but like sending out CVs in order to look for work. I'm not sending out CVs, by the way, but like you know, I'm looking for work, blah blah blah, looking for employment, self-employment, whichever way around it is. The world would be like having to travel to it and actually put a CV out in order to try and get some more work. Okay, some of you, if you're not sending out CVs, you just work where you have to get in your car and travel all the time, or your partner does, or you both do. But the world is having to travel for work. Okay, in order to get to work, I have to travel. So if this person or yourself is looking for work, it's kind of like, well, I'm looking for work, but I don't really want to travel too far. Okay, Fargo. So somewhere in Fargo, or is it far to go? Now this could be long distance relationship and also someone that's looking for employment here. Aries, what has Aries got coming up, please, for March? So you got offers. I just don't know how fast they're going. Okay, someone is putting the brakes on. You might need to turn in brakes. Could be a Life Path 7 Cancerian. Some of you might be having an MOT. Someone did ask me what is an MOT. MOT is where your yearly Kyle, where you put your car in for a service and it makes sure that the brakes and everything are okay for the whole year, and you have one each year. So that's an MOT, motor insurance type sort of thing. But yeah, so you might be having brakes done on your car. Actually, I have got to have those done on my car this month, March. So MOT could be coming up for a lot of you guys from Britain, or where you have your car checked. I'm also hearing I'm having my card checked. So I don't know if any of you have got like a credit card or anything like in debt, or like I'm checking my credit card just to make sure that I haven't overspent anything on a credit card, or just put it on the credit card. Okay, like maybe having a new purchase of something new here. Okay, and I'm thinking about buying it but putting it on credit. Okay, so I pay it off piece by piece. Now this was actually in Aquarius reading. It came up about investing into something, okay, like a house or a home or buying something here. An investment, but paying it off piece by piece. Let's see, bit by bit. Mouth bitten, spitting, forever smitten or kitten. Something could have something around Leo or an Aquarius, or you'll think about buying a cat or a dog, but you won't really be able to pay for a cat or a dog and pay it off piece by piece. Might be cat insurance or dog insurance for your pets and animals. Let's see, that's a random message, but it's there. Aries, what they got coming up, please? So you got the Empress, got Life Path 3 or a Pisces in yours or one's chart here. There's definitely a good business owner or donor or donation, but like someone that's very dedicated towards their work. The Empress is also can live a life of luxury, doesn't really have to worry so much about money. These are just people that, like myself here, Pisces, Aquarian in my chart here, doing tarot card readings, right? So some of you might be a tarot card reader, something like that, blah, blah, blah. The Empress is someone that can be financially stable for the rest of their life. Okay, people would say it doesn't have to do too much, but I think tarot reading is a hard task. Some of you, you're a mum here. This is a mother, so it's either you or the person that you're interested in is a mother and has children here. This could also be a housewife as well. There could be marriage on the cards, or marry Melissa Maria Michael Jackson Jr., but marriage could be on the cards, or it is a housewife already. Okay, so the name Eddie, Edwina, Ed, Edmonds, Berry, Holly, Jody. All right, Jody. Berry St. Edmonds. Let's see. Eddie, Edwina. Adrian. What's her name? Adrian. Abigail, Amber, Heard, Life Path 5, Sagittarian, somewhere. Have you heard the news? Have you heard the news? Someone might be giving you some news this month about pregnancy here. Have you heard the news that someone's pregnant? Here, or my cats or dogs are pregnant, something like that. It's either an animal that's pregnant, or have you heard that someone's pregnant? Now that may or may not be yourself here, but I'm definitely hearing like a message that comes in at some point saying, have you heard about someone, about something here? But have you heard? Let's see. So listen out this month for someone contacting you at some point saying, you're right, hey, getting on, blah, blah, blah. Have you heard? Right, whatever that be. Okay, it might be about a horse. About a horse. Someone that's with a horse, died with a horse. My horse died. Horse died. Diana. Not saying that someone's dying here. Let's see. Aries. What's going on for Aries for March 2023? So you got a Capricorn or a Life Path 6 or Gemini. Either way around. Because if you're not indicative with a if you're indicative with a Gemini, you're like, I'm seeing a Gemini, I'm in love with a Gemini, or something like that, this would be Gemini, because it's 6, right? You see? So, but here it's saying Capricorn, so it can be either. That's what I'm saying. As an Aries, you can watch Scorpio readings, even if you don't have Scorpio in your chart, because of the major arcana energy, right, being 6. So yours would be 4, okay? That's how I read, and that's what gives you the answers. Some of you have got a toxic relationship with an ex-husband or wife here, that you had children with, or your partner does, and some of you have got a very toxic situation going on with one's mum here. It's like an ongoing cycle that things are just kind of like a lot of disagreements and like toxicity around the family. Okay. Could be yours or theirs. Could be a relation also, like something that's very relative between the both of you, like discussions that kind of go on about, what's the relationship like with your mother or father? And it's going, it's pretty much the same as yours, right here. That's the trouble when we become spiritual. We can start to recognize a lot of things that kind of go on around family, karmic energy, and also X here. Let's see, Aries. What's Aries got coming up, please, for March? So Harry Potter's wand. Some of you are definitely wanting to do a bit of Spelliarmus. So whether people are into spells and witchcraft or not, I don't know, don't believe in it. But so it's either that, paranoia, schizophrenia or something. Or this is really feeling very sexual at this time. I definitely want to rub one out or bang one out, that's for sure, here. Okay, so this is kind of like probably masturbating on someone's energy or physically having sex with someone. I don't know if there's an STD here, because this can also mean a sexually transmitted disease. So it might be getting checked up or checked out, or it might be some of you that may have that kind of energy here, okay, because that can definitely mean sexual transmitted disease. But that could be, like, you know, very moderate or very serious here. I really don't know. It's up to you guys. But yeah, the Devil and the Ace of Wands is definitely feeling very sexual minded, like really being turned on by someone here. This is pretty much also when someone has their period, but it doesn't stop the feelings. So women, when they're on their period, they definitely want it more than what they do when they don't. Okay, so it's a little bit like where you might be having like a Kundalini awakening on a soulmate, and you're kind of spiritually awoken off their energy, and it makes you kind of like, you know, use a vibrator, knock one out, rub one out, whichever way around it is. Let's see. Aries, what's going on with Aries, please, for March 2023? So 3 of Wands, so you could be dealing with life path 3 or a Piscean. This could be a long distance relationship, making someone wait to rub one out or something like that. Long distance travel, if this is a long distance relationship, then rubbing one out would be, I don't know, talking to the person online, maybe. Probably sexting, texting, FaceTime, masturbation. Don't know. If you shouldn't be watching this if you're kids here. But like, yeah, that's like sexual desire here, 100%. These 3 here. So it's kind of like long distance, maybe talking, flirting, teasing, you know, that kind of stuff here. Feeling sexually turned on by someone. Could be, I don't know, like forming a bond with someone that does things online. Could be tarot card readings, this kind of stuff here. Having relationships, or I always say this though, with tarot readers, they can definitely get into relationships or having connections with people online. Now, why? Why does that happen to a lot of people that work online? Because I always say you are what you eat, and you meet where you are. And if where you are all of the time is at work, and you work online, what's the chances you're going to meet someone online? Very highly. Okay, so if you're never working and you're always in a boozer, where are you going to meet someone? In a boozer, pretty much. Okay, so you meet people where you work. So this is why a lot of people on esoteric spiritual land can get into like, have communication and have kind of connections. Now, it doesn't have to be, it can be platonic, it can be whatever way you want it. It can even be a gin and tonic, right, here. Someone could have a drunk call. Is that all right? Hey, kid, I was just telling you. Get drunk and then decide to call someone after they've had a drink. Okay, because this can also be drink or drugs, alcohol. Doesn't have to be, but I'm definitely picking up like connections with people that are doing spiritual soulmate, kind of like soulmate across the world. Someone that does tarot card readings here, right? Very important order to realise that, like, you know, it's a big one to understand. If you work online and you're online all of the time, where are you bound to meet a person? Online. Like, if you work constantly. If you don't, then look at where you are most of the time to meet someone if you haven't. Okay. So, because if you go out, you're going to meet people. Okay. So there is something here that is of a long distance connection that someone's got with a person here. But I will mention you do have 2 3s. Okay. 2 3 energies. So it might be where someone's already taken, and there's more of a platonic kind of desire here, but that may or may not have been spoke about, because this is like, I've got a desire, but I haven't told a person here, or they haven't replied. I've got a plan that this might be a connection, but unless we're talking, I don't really know. If you are talking to someone, then that can put another person in a third party situation that has a desire for someone else, but the someone else could be with someone else. But I really, really wish I could be somewhere else but here. So razor light. So some of you could be a light worker, or you've got like a spark for someone, or your name's Mark, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jacob, Jasmine, Jack. And then some of you here, you just wish, or they do, that they could be somewhere else. This came up in last month's reading. Okay, so I could never really predict time, but I know last month's reading, that was a running song theme, Run Man, Running Man, Life Path 7, Cancerian, where before we actually came into the year, I started talking to you guys about being in 2023, meaning year 7, a lot of leaving, 7 energies, Tower, 7 of Swords, investing, waiting, leaving past, going towards the future. But within that month when I was saying that, that was the running song, which was somewhere else, but I really, really wish I could be somewhere else than here. You give me everything I need, but I really, really wish I could be somewhere else but here. So that means that someone is living somewhere, but they really wish they could be somewhere else. And that is why you've got a long distance travelled relationship, maybe thinking, you know what, where I'm living is fucking absolutely shit. There is nobody around here that I will ever really meet. And I really, 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 really wish I could or have met someone somewhere else that will change my life. And that's why you would have come up in the Scorpio energy of 4 Aries. Okay, so I really feel like a change. I really feel like things are changing. What would happen with my life if I was to move further away, blah, 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 all of this kind of stuff. Travel, would I find work? Would I not find work? You know, if I'm living here and there's no one around, then I need to travel for work. And your messages basically that came through here: long distance travel, long distance work, long distance communication, long distance relationship. Okay, Noah's Ark, they came in 3 by 3. Unless your name is Noel, Nigel, N from NYC, New York City, or NY, Norman, Nigel, Nicole, 3 Pisces. Now you're getting 3 3s, guys, so don't shoot them. No, actually you got 4. No, you got you got 4. 4 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the chances of this being a third party relationship could be, but it can also mean that 2 people here at once relating to a numerology or an astrology placement has Pisces, life path 3. Within one's given chart, they have that. Definitely. Stephanie, Steve, Sarah, Sassy, Sandra, Casano, casino, gambling, money, debt. Debbie, Danielle, Dana, Great Dane, Captain Dane, Danielle, Captain Dane, Blubberlang, Forest, Cockfrost, Frost, Gump, shrimp. Some of you could be eating shrimp or fish or a seafood, but that would also mean a Pisces that eats shrimp, fish, all of that sort of stuff. Dieting is definitely here. Working on my diet, eating fish. Some of you could be eating the punani. Some of you are on a vagina diet. Some of you, I told you guys before, man, if you wasn't part of the crew, if you're on a diet, vagina diet, it's brilliant. It's very hard to come by. And if you're on your own, trust me, you'll lose shitloads of weight because you won't be getting any. Right? So vagina diet, brilliant. Right? It's very tempting. You can eat it till the cows come home. It doesn't come from a cow. Okay, it actually comes from someone else. But like, yeah, it's very sweet, very tempting, very alluring. You can eat it all day long. It gives you more than just vagina because it comes and then you can like do it 3 or 4 times. And yeah, you get more. You get a surprise at the end of it, right? So some of you could be on a diet eating fish or punani or not getting any and you're on a strict diet. Let's see. The Panani diet. Anybody tried that one? I'm going to make my own diet. The Panani diet. What can you eat? Pussy. Oh, how am I going to get hold of that? Well, you're going to lose a fucking lot of weight, that's for sure. Right. Right, guys? Yeah, I'm on a Panani diet. Cool, you lost a lot of fucking weight. What are you on? Vagina diet, bruv. Vagina diet. Let's see. Oh, dear. So, Aries. What they got coming up? Wow, the Magician. There is a very strong sexual desire and a new beginning and fresh start with someone that you're getting to know, more than likely here, if you guys are on a new vibe and a new kick, live and kicking. Was it Frankfurter? Some of you might be sucking on a sausage. We're having a sausage party with a Capricorn or a Gemini. Frankfurters eating sausages. Sausage Wolves. It could be from Wolves, Wolverhampton, Wolverine, Maureen, Melissa, Maria, Michael Jackson. We'll come down that road. Rhode Island, Louisiana, Polly, Anne, Nan, my nan, me grandma, me mommy's gone barmy. Bar mitzvah. I'm hearing like Spain. Bar mitzvah. Raising Arizona from Arizona, or the name Aaron also. Aaron Neville. Look at these eyes, they don't seem to matter. I don't know much, but I know I love you. That may be all there is to know. Yeah, I don't know much, but what I do know is that I love you, Janai. So someone's could be, I don't know, I mean, I'm not exactly seeing love here, but I'm definitely seeing like a very strong connection, trying to discover what love really is, Janai. So, what we've done, 21 minutes. So we're going to leave it at that, Aries. Well, for a second, hold on a minute. Let's just show you the cards, bruv. Have a gander at that. Go on, have a gander. What do you reckon? I'm hearing Amanda also. Amanda Hold'em, Texas Hold'em. Someone from Texas. Someone that also gambles on cards. Plays on the roulette wheel or something like that. Scratch cards, I'm also hearing. Someone that gambles on scratch cards. Some of you could be scratching down below here and itching and scratching. Some of you could have like, I don't know, thrush, something like that maybe. And you're itching. You could have an itchy eye. I actually have an itchy eye, but I think it's my sleep apnea. No, I don't have thrush in the eye. Well, like, yeah, you could be itching quite a lot, or just like gagging for something, or they're Gavin, Stacey, Sarah, Steve, gagging for it here, asking for it and gagging for it. But I don't think it's given. The Unforgiven. Some of you might be listening to, what do you call it? The song, The Unforgiven. Forgive me. Please forgive me. Let me be. B. Brian, Bethany. Bethlehem. Ham, Nottingham. Camtasia. Cambridge. That's where I am. Cambridgeshire. Cannon. Rebecca. Sadie. Caroline. Sweet Caroline. Ba ba ba. Love has never been so good. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. There's a few more channel messages. So Aries, if you would like to join, it's very cheap, but I do need to earn a living. So the rest of your reading will be done over on Patreon. That is the bronze, silver and gold tier now are all active. Radioactive, Radio Action, Jackson, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. You can join for like $3 or $4. It's very cheap. You get access to all 12 star signs and follow me in numerology if you're interested. I'm going to do you another 4 cards at the bottom here and then clarify everything and tell you what it looks like, because these can either be third-party relationships or they're just relative energy of numbers. If you don't want to join those, so you'll need the bronze, silver or gold. The silver tier has weeklies. The weeklies are not done over on YouTube. I only do the next 48 when it comes to the week. Okay, when we're doing weeklies throughout the month, I only do next 48. If you want your actual weekly readings, you will need the silver or gold tier, because they're done over there 2 or 3 days before anything comes out on YouTube. So I always catch up with my Patreons first. They always get a weekly. And then if you're on YouTube throughout the month, you get next 48. And maybe channel messages, okay? So that's different. Then you've got the gold tier, which is everything, but also 65 different teaching videos about numerology, astrology, numbers, matching the numbers up, figuring when and where you meet your partner, what synchronicity is it, how much karma will we have, what will that karmic energy look like, with a third number of trine. That means adding 2 life path numbers together and coming up with a number. That makes a karmic value number. That will be the experience that you will experience together. If you want to know all about all of those, you need the gold tier. Okay, but you still get all of your tarot as well. And then if not, and you want to join and you want to help out a little bit, and that's all you can afford for another, again, it's different than Patreon, it's actually YouTube, is the join button below. It's $2 or $3. In return for that, you get private readings, but they're not private, they're just for the people that are on that have access to the join button. Nobody gets to see it apart from yourself and the other people that are also asking questions. So if you're paranoid, delusional, schizophrenic, you might not want that because you might think someone's watching. But if not, and you want a question, then normally I ask loads of times during the month, okay guys, leave your name, the person's name, and what you are inquiring about, and then I do a few cards for you and give you your answer. And I go through the month doing that for everybody. So you get that, and then you also get random readings that get thrown over there to say, okay, if you're relating to this story, there you go, there's your story. And then I also throw the odd secret video in over there too, in order to give you something for your money. You also get a glittery green, glowing green fucking star name. You look really important when you come up in the chat. And God knows what else. So thanks very much, Aries. All links are provided below. Thanks very much. See you soon.